Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jan Bisho and you're watching Jan of Kaduna. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what it feels like to be living in a terror zone. So if you don't know now. I am from Kaduna State. I live in Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria. And because of that, we have, if you're a Nigerian or you're living in Nigeria, you must have been hearing the recent reports every day. Bandit killing, herdsmen farmers clashes, kidnappings from schools. It has been very conversant in northern Nigeria and in most recent times, or even like for a while in Kaduna State as well. And because of that, a lot of people, when you tell them you live in Kaduna, they're like, you're still alive? It's that bad that because I schooled in southern Nigeria, and it's that bad that anytime there's any attack, a few of my friends are southerners, God bless them, they're always calling like, hope all is well with you, hope all is well with you. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what it actually feels like to be living in a terror zone. So in the reality, it's hard. It's very hard. Now you're living in a state or in an environment or in an area where you're scared that living in Nigeria, the actual ghetto, I rushed from work to be able to stream this video and NEPA does the worst. But that's for another day. Today we're talking about living in a terror zone called Kaduna State. So we have been in the terror zone for years. And it's appalling because sometimes you feel like, okay, it's getting down, everything is coming back to normalcy, and then boom, something happens again. I have been blessed. Will I say I've been blessed, or I've been lucky, or have been fortunate that I have never had to experience any of these attacks personally. But that does not dispute the fact that these attacks happen. You have people go to sleep and their family, they don't wake up the same the next morning because they are kidnapped. You have villages that have become ghost towns in Kaduna because of terror attacks, and it's so sad. My mom's ancestral home was actually attacked a few months back, and the village is a ghost of his family. It's a ghost town. She had a cousin that was attacked, and thankfully or unfortunately, it was just his arm that was fortunately it was just his arm that was cut, but they had people that died. I had a colleague that her husband was kidnapped. He was supposed to come pick her up from work, and so it doesn't even matter the time of the day anymore, because for my colleague's husband, it was during the daytime. It was like 3 p.m. and it happened. So it doesn't even matter the time of the day. It's just so bad, and every time you're always jumpy. You don't just trust anyone. Anybody just comes to your area, everybody's at red alert. They don't even want to hear anything. It just makes people just generalize anybody. You see a strange person in your area, everybody's like, okay, what are you doing here, what are you doing here, what are you doing here? Because we're all scared. And things are very bad, and a lot of people are suffering, and sometimes people come to beg because they have no choice. But because of the way that nobody trusts anyone anymore, we don't even want to know whether you're saying the truth or you're lying. You're like, no, just be gone with your wallet. We don't just know who you are, because you might turn around to bite us at the back, and that's the terror. Like, it's so bad living in Kaduna in regards to the security situation, but at the same time, it's not that bad. Now, presently, for almost 2 months, the state government had decided to do some stringent security measures to make sure that things go back to normalcy, and that includes the network blockade in some local governments in the state, which also includes where I live. Some particular local governments that have been greatly affected by this terror, those measures have been taken. Network blockade. We also have ban on motorcycles throughout the state. We also have we also have curfew for the tricycle riders. They don't work past 6 p.m. And apart from even the measures that have been taken, even people personally have been taking measures. You now see areas taking security measures, like taking their own personal security measures, taking matters into their hands, employing private security, doing building gated communities for themselves. Like, let us do what the government cannot do for us. They try to do things, they take things a step further. Everybody is his own gateman or policeman right now, because you do not want to be waiting for the government, because when they kidnap you, most of the time it's not the government that will even bring you out. So you don't have ransom money. You have to do what will make sure that you don't have to be kidnapped or you're killed senselessly. So that's what people have been doing. But I've been making videos for almost 2 months now, and it's safe here. You don't hear gunshots in the background, you don't hear bomb blasts in the background, but things are happening. But fortunately, it has not happened to me, but it has been happening to people, and it's so sad. And we wish the government did more for us. Like, to be sincere, we actually wish the government did more. Sometimes the responses we get from government when some of this terror happened, it kind of looks like you guys don't really care. But in recent times, as I said earlier, we've been seeing more stringent security measures, but that doesn't mean that it's totally safe. But after all, where is actually 100% safe in the world? Like, you always have some form of violence, or you always have some form of evil lurking everywhere. So you cannot always get 100%, but we always seek to be almost perfect. We want, and even if when evil even comes, you want to be able to get the justice. Most of the time we don't get this justice. Nobody goes after some of these people, and some of the times we don't really hear anything again after these attacks have happened, and these people are left on their own. But not to scare you, Kaduna is still relatively peaceful, and we are gradually going back to normalcy, which we pray will be permanent for us, because we've suffered. We've suffered. We actually wish that it's going to be a more permanent solution to all the chaos that's been happening in our state. And to that effect, I want to be exploring Kaduna, showing you guys the part that doesn't always make it to the news, the part that doesn't always make it to the front pages of newspapers. I want to show you guys the other side of Kaduna, the other side that is devoid of bloodshed, kidnapping, anguish. Not that all these things not that all these things are not part of the makeup of Kaduna, but there are other sides of Kaduna, not just the brutal side. There's the peace-loving, beautiful, calm, normal, slow, easygoing town called Kaduna. And I wish, and I hope to be able to explore these, and you guys be able to see the other side of Kaduna that you don't normally see through my eyes. So if you have enjoyed this video up to now, or you've been watching my other videos, or this is just your first time watching my video, well, thank you and welcome to the gang. Please subscribe, like this video, and help others to also see the other side of Kaduna through my eyes. So to my next video, keep on being good for yourself, and you can be the change you want to see.